Well, hello. Welcome back. I have internet, Wi-Fi, for real. I think we're going to have it for a long time. So you'll be seeing a lot of me. Oh my goodness, how are you? I miss you all so much. You have no idea. These past, what is it, 5 weeks, I think? Somewhere around there. It's just been one thing after another. But I can't complain. I love you all. Thank you so, so much. The first thing I did when our internet provider left, well, first I thanked him so much because, I mean, these guys, they're working 24 hours a day and have been for the past 5 weeks. And, you know, they said it's just going to be so much longer. I mean, they're here from all over the country. I mean, right down the street from us, we have the airport and the Punta Gorda airport. It's a small airport. Allegiant is the only one that flies out of it, but they have a huge field that they own. And it's just so incredible to go by there because they have trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer, huge trailers where the electric companies and the linemen and the cable companies that have come from all over the country, they stay there and they sleep there and they take their showers, and I'm pretty sure they have laundry facilities, but it's like a city. You go by there at night and it's just all lit up, and you know, we just drive by and pray for these people because, I mean, they have been fantastic. You know, every time my lights went out, I'd be like, it's okay. It's all right. They're working on it, you know? Or, you know, we'd be in the middle of a shower or, you know, I'd be in the middle of doing dishes or something and boom, the water would turn off. So, but you do what you have to do. I mean, we have a home and, you know, we lost what we consider to be a lot, but we have our lives, and you know, there's so many that don't. And we have a home, and there's so many that don't. We built our house in 2021, and so it's built to withstand 150-mile-an-hour sustained winds. We did have at one point 150-mile-an-hour winds, but it didn't last long. But 130-mile-an-hour winds lasted for 9 hours, along with the rain. So it was horrific. But we have Wi-Fi, and I'm back with my friends, and I'm so excited. I thought that I'd come on and do a very short video just to say hello. I'm going to upload another video after this one on a how-to with book pages. And I recorded that video 3 times and had to delete it because it was taking up so much space in my phone, and it wouldn't upload. So even if I did it in like 3 different videos lasting like 15 minutes, it still wouldn't upload. So I'm going to do it today, and I'll do that after I do this video. But I thought that I'd come on and say hello and ask y'all how you're doing. Leave me a comment below, please. If you're new here, welcome to my crazy space. I'm telling you what, if it's gonna happen, it'll happen to me. Or us, my poor husband and I. But anyway, I have a lot of support in this community. I just don't know what I'd do without y'all. Well, I do know what I'd do without you all. I'd go crazy like I have been for the last 5 weeks. But anyway, I've been very fortunate, and sometimes I'd be able to get on 5G if I go outside, and I'd be able to get on Facebook. So that was good. I'd be able to leave messages. I'd be able to leave messages on YouTube. watching videos was very frustrating because I'd be in the middle of it and boom, I'd get knocked off. I'd be so mad because it'd be just like at the best part, you know? Yeah, you're all real to me. I mean, you might not be here physically, but you know, you are here with me, crafting with me and having fun and, you know, just the joy of it all. Watching videos brings me so much joy. It's crazy. My husband thinks I'm out of my mind. My invisible friends. But you're not invisible. I see you. I hear you. My friends overseas. I mean, when you write me a message, I hear it in your language. And Carol Ann, if you're watching, thank you so much for leaving me that voice message. I'm never going to delete that. That Scottish accent was so delightful. And the message, I mean, my husband and I listened to it 3 times. I'm never deleting it. It was awesome. Anyway, and Rose. You know, Rose, you could say anything, and I can hear you say it. I mean, you could type anything, and I'm going to hear you say it. That's Rose of Journals in Time, if you're interested. Go visit her. She is the greatest. She's so fun. And Leslie, I've missed you so much. I've been happy to get on your channel here and there and be able to watch and hear everything that's going on in your life. And, you know, it's so funny how we all have, like, the same story, you know? It's crazy, but it's wonderful. Anyway, so what have I been up to? I've been up to organizing because, I mean, what else do you do when you have nothing to do? You organize or you fussy cut. And I did both. So I have been using this for years, this book. I have a couple of these, but this is just a Reader's Digest book. Simple, right? And then I cut cardstock. So I folded it in half and cut it and put it in with a 3 pamphlet stitch. And then I put acetate in, and I glued the acetate down with art glitter glue. Now, I noticed that what I was doing with my books was I was borrowing pages. So I grab a book. As you can see, this has nothing to do with autumn. This was stickers, stamps, you know, things like that. And then, well, here you can see I started putting stuff in that was autumn. And then I started putting stuff in bags and in envelopes. And I thought, I'm not doing that for Christmas. I need to make a Christmas one. So I made a Christmas one. This one's a little bit different. I made this with just a cereal box or a box. It is cereal. And I got this off of the Graphic Fairies website, this marbled paper. And then I put in a spine. It's like maybe a 2-inch spine. I think it's a 2-inch spine. I have no idea how big it is. To tell you the truth, I just put it in. Yep, it's 2-inch. And then I put in some Tyvek, and then I built it up a little. I had to build it up a little bit for it to meet the right way. So I put in some Tyvek. I put in some a piece of linen. There's linen in this. That's all that's in this is linen, because that's really all it needed. The spine was in good shape. So all I did was put in a piece of linen, and it's held fine. And so with this one, I had to build it up a little bit. So I had to put in some white cardstock, which kind of was depressing because I like the look of the linen. But anyway, I thought that I'd show you that it's so simple. And it's so easy, and it's so inexpensive. And if you want to organize all your fussy cuts and postcards and numbers and letters and, you know, little decorations, even here I used my little tiny pieces that I had left over to put in my teeny tiny, you know, decorations, because yeah, I cut everything. I fussy cut everything. So, because you never know, you might need it in one spot. You have that little tiny piece, you know? You never know. There's a little heart there. There's even an R there. So, I've done this, and I thought, I'm going to turn on the camera because I can. And I'm going to show them how I did this. So, all you do is you take your file folder, you cut it down to size. I'm not going to give you measurements because your book might be bigger or smaller. I'm actually going to make another one of these out of a bigger book, which I don't have right here, but I'll show you sometime. It's just, you know, bigger so that I can keep my, my printable, my kit pages. So the fussy cuts would go in one book, and then my pages would go in another. So all you do is you take your file folder, you cut it to size, and then I just turn mine inside out. This is just the cheating way of doing things. Actually, it's, you know, the lazy person. So I just put it there, as you can see. I hope I'm in frame. And then I just took my pencil and I marked it where I wanted to put my little things here. And then you just take your pokey tool and you're going to poke here, here, and here, and you're going to poke here, here, and here, right? And then you're going to turn it back like this. Actually like this, because you don't want your pencil marks in the inside. And then you're going to line it up, and then you're going to do your 3 pamphlet stitch, you know, like this. Everybody knows how to do a 3 pamphlet stitch. If you don't, there's many tutorials on how to do a 3 pamphlet stitch. And then you just put that in there, right? And then you have your 2 pages, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to put your tracing paper, because that's what I use, is tracing paper. The other ones I've used acetate, I've used vellum. This one, why not? Tracing paper. It's very inexpensive. And then all I do is I take my tracing paper and, well, I don't have any tracing paper here, do I? No, I don't. I don't have my tracing paper right here, but what you do is you just take your tracing paper, we'll pretend, okay? And you take your tracing paper and you decide where you want to put your tracing paper, okay? And decide, you know, how big or small you want it. So if I wanted it 3 inches, I just take and I'd put my tracing paper like this. You could actually use cardstock or paper or whatever, but I like to be able to see my items. So then you just take that. This is tracing paper, pretend. And you don't put it all the way to here. You put it just enough away from here. And then the same thing on the other side. Don't put it all the way to the edge. You want to take and put it so that it's not right up to the edge. And then you just tear it. And then the tracing paper doesn't do that. And then you just take your art glitter glue. You glue your 4 sides, 3 sides, and then you just place it like here, and you push it just a little bit so that you can get it out real easy. And that's all you do. But you're using tracing paper and not this. Or you can use this and just not be able to see what's inside. Okay? So, and then you can make your pockets as big or as small as you want. It's as simple as that. So easy. Easy, easy peasy. And then you have storage. So, that's about all. What else have I been up to? Oh, I got this little, speaking of storage, I got this little cupcake holder for $1. And I thought, ooh, I could use that on my desk. So I wanted to show you all. It is so convenient. Look. Is that cute or what? I have my buttons, and I have my clips, and I have my little bulb pins and my little things that I'll be using for Christmas, my little sparkly things. I have some clips. I have some beads, safety pins. What else? Oh, some buttons down here. More buttons, more buttons, more buttons, more buttons, if that doesn't belong there. Some of those. In here I have beads and charms. Button goes there. So yeah, and it was only $1, and it's a cupcake stand. Paper clips up here. That washi really doesn't belong there. I have kind of just put it there. Shouldn't have. But yeah, you could put washi in there. Here's some more buttons. I just put them there because, yeah, I use buttons a lot in my projects. But what do you think? Isn't that a great idea? I hope you can see it. It's such a great idea. And I have been using it. It's been great. Like when I want something, it's right here, right beside me on my desk. And it doesn't take up any room. Oh, and these cups. These cups are not mini cupcake cups. They are, you know the Keurig coffee maker? Well, they have little cups so that you don't have to buy the K-cups. They come in a box. I buy them and dye them and use them in my crafts. So that's what I put in here. Because the cupcakes really are supposed to stand like on it. You know what I mean? Your cupcake is supposed to, for anybody that wants to buy one, just so you'll know, the cupcake usually goes here. But these fit in there perfectly. So I am so enamored by this. It's just so fun. It's right here on my side right here. And then I was tired of going back and forth to my sewing machine, so I took this little, this was a, it was a wrist, needle, yeah. I'm losing my words. I must be videoing. Yeah. So anyway, I know you're all yelling, it's a pin cushion. Anyway, so I took this pin cushion from the Dollar Tree. It was supposed to go on your wrist. I took the elastic off. I glued it to the top of this lid. I put my pins in it. And here I have some threads that I use most of the time at my desk. So I don't have to keep walking back and forth to my sewing machine. So there's another little storage idea. And what else have I been doing? That's about it. Cleaning, organizing, fussy cutting, creating a few things. I made this over the book page flip for my journal for Rach and Bella Crafts. If you haven't seen it already, you really need to go to Rach and Bella Crafts or Journals in Time and you can learn all about it. But these are just little fabric flips that I put on my advent calendar and on the back of some Christmas fabric that I had in my stash. And they just, oops, they just flip up like that. This is like a little church and it's got some snowflakes on it, what have you. And then I sewed the little squares and then I sewed them to the card. And so you have 1 through 12 there and then 13 through 24 there. And then when you open it up, there is number 25. You open it up, it's the birth of Jesus, and you pull out the tag, and there's Santa. Yeah, I thought that was really cute. I loved it. Rose does a really, really great one. So you have to visit her at Journals in Time. She did a really good job on hers as well. And I made some little baubles. Bella from Bella's Crafty Studio, if you don't know who she is. And she made some baubles, so I made some baubles. And I made these little baubles, and I put some, I have some German glass glitter, if you can see that. It's just very thin, paper thin glass, and it's German glass. And it's not really glitter, it's just like German glass pieces. And then I put some glossy accents on my little stamps that I made. And then on the back, I made a little pocket with some little tags that I backed. And so I made those. And then I made this cone right here. This is inside. This piece right here is from the kit. And then I had this. And then I just put some, you know, sparkly, what do you call these? Stickles. And then I just put some tags in there that I made from just pieces, cut-offs. So I did that. And then here's some more of those really pretty ornaments. I mean, they could even go on your tree, but how pretty on a gift, you know, for somebody. You could put a little note back here wishing them a Merry Christmas. This is part of the kit here, and this is just music paper. And yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I think that's it. I've been working on some other things that I've been doing for a design team, Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. I'm almost done with that. I will be doing a walkthrough soon with that. And that's about it. So I hope that you enjoyed my first video back, and I will be back in a little while after I upload this video to do my book page. I'll have about 20 items you can do with book pages, all different items. So stay tuned. Until we meet again, be well, be safe, and God bless. Bye-bye.